My name is Sarah, and this is my story. A story I never imagined I'd be sharing. It's a story about betrayal, heartbreak, and the struggle to hold on to a family when your world comes crashing down. Mike and I were the picture-perfect couple. High school sweethearts, married young, with a beautiful baby girl named Lily. We had the house, the dog, the whole 9 yards. He was my best friend, my rock, the father of my child. I trusted him completely. I thought we had built a life that was unshakable, a love that would last forever. We met when I was just 17. He was the star athlete, charming and popular, and I was the shy girl with her nose always stuck in a book. But he saw something in me. Something special. He made me laugh. He made me feel beautiful. And most importantly, he made me feel safe. We were inseparable. Everyone said we were destined to be together, and for a long time, I believed it. After graduation, we moved in together, eager to start our life as a real family. A few years later, Lily came along, and our happiness seemed complete. Mike was an amazing father, always patient and playful with Lily. He worked hard to provide for us, and I focused on being the best mom I could be. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our comfortable silences. We were happy, or so I thought. It all started with a gut feeling, a nagging sense that something was off. Mike had become distant, preoccupied. He spent more and more time on his phone, always turning away when I entered the room. He was quick to anger, easily irritated. I tried to talk to him, but he brushed me off, saying it was just stress from work. But my intuition told me there was more to it. One evening, while Mike was in the shower, his phone lit up with a notification. I know I shouldn't have, but curiosity got the better of me. I glanced at the screen, and my heart stopped. It was a message from a woman I didn't recognize, with an explicit photo attached. My mind raced. Who was this woman? What was going on? I felt sick to my stomach. I wanted to scream, to cry, to throw his phone against the wall, but something held me back. I needed to know more. With trembling hands, I opened the message. It was a crude, suggestive message, clearly intimate. I scrolled through their conversation history, each message a punch to the gut. It was undeniable. Mike was cheating on me. But that wasn't the worst of it. As I delved deeper into his phone, I discovered he had an OnlyFans account. He was subscribed to numerous women, and worse, he had sent explicit photos of himself to them. My whole body went numb. The man I loved, the father of my child, was involved in something I never could have imagined. The betrayal was crushing. It wasn't just the physical infidelity. It was the lies, the secrecy, the feeling that my entire reality was a sham. How could he do this to me? To us? To our family? The questions swirled in my head, each one sharper than the last. When Mike came out of the shower, I confronted him. The look on his face was a mixture of guilt and fear. He confessed everything. He told me about the OnlyFans accounts, the explicit photos, and even admitted to sending money to some of these women. He begged for forgiveness, swore it would never happen again, but the damage was done. The trust was broken. The perfect image of my husband, the man I thought I knew, was shattered into a million pieces. The days that followed were a blur of anger, tears, and agonizing confusion. One minute, I wanted to scream at him, throw him out of the house, erase him from our lives. The next, I found myself clinging to him, desperate to believe his promises that it would never happen again. How could I even begin to process this? The man I shared my bed with, the man who held my hand as I gave birth to our daughter, had been living a secret life, a life filled with deceit and betrayal. The weight of it was suffocating. Sleep was impossible. Every time I closed my eyes, images of those messages, those photos, flashed through my mind. I couldn't escape the feeling of disgust, the violation of trust. And yet, there was a part of me, a deep-down part, that still loved him. I loved the man I thought he was, the man I had built a life with. But what about Lily? Our innocent, beautiful Lily. She deserved a happy family, a stable home. Could I really tear her world apart because of his mistakes? Could I bear the thought of her growing up without her father? Living under the same roof was agonizing. Every shared meal was filled with unspoken tension. Every casual touch felt tainted. I wanted to escape, to find some space to think, to breathe. But where could I go? Moving back in with my parents with a baby in tow felt like admitting defeat. And the thought of sending Mike back to his mother's house, breaking up our family, even temporarily, was unbearable. I was trapped in a nightmare, unable to wake up. The constant internal battle was exhausting. Should I stay and try to forgive him? Could I ever truly trust him again? Or should I walk away, protect myself and my daughter from further pain? I felt so alone. I couldn't confide in my friends, not yet. I was too ashamed, too afraid of their judgment. I didn't want to burden my family with my problems, so I carried the weight of it all on my own shoulders, the secret eating away at me from the inside. I knew I needed help, someone to guide me through this storm. But where do you even begin to pick up the pieces when your whole world has been shattered? Desperate for guidance, I finally reached out to a therapist. It was a difficult first step, admitting that my perfect life was anything but. But the moment I started talking, a wave of relief washed over me. It felt good to finally share my burden, to have someone listen without judgment. The therapist helped me understand the complex emotions I was grappling with, the anger, the hurt, the fear, and even the lingering love I felt for Mike. She explained that what I was experiencing was normal, a common reaction to betrayal trauma. She validated my feelings, assuring me that I wasn't crazy for wanting to both scream at him and hold him close. She also encouraged me to join a support group for betrayed spouses. Hesitantly, I agreed. Walking into that room for the first time was terrifying, but I quickly realized I wasn't alone. Hearing other women share their stories, their pain, their struggles, made me feel seen and understood. It was a lifeline, a reminder that I could get through this. Armed with newfound knowledge and support, I began to have more open and honest conversations with Mike. We talked about the pain he had caused, the damage he had inflicted on our family. He expressed remorse, a deep regret for his actions. He explained that he had been feeling insecure, lost in his role as a husband and father, and had sought validation in the wrong places. It wasn't an excuse, but it was an explanation. And for the first time, I saw a glimmer of the man I had fallen in love with, the man I wanted to believe was still there beneath the layers of hurt and betrayal. We started couples therapy. It was difficult, painful at times, but also incredibly healing. We learned to communicate more effectively, to express our needs and fears without judgment. We started to rebuild trust, brick by fragile brick. It wasn't a quick fix. There were setbacks, moments of doubt and anger. But slowly, gradually, we started to find our way back to each other. We rediscovered the love that had been buried beneath the rubble of his betrayal. It wasn't easy. It took time, patience, and a willingness to forgive. But we were determined to fight for our family, for our love. We knew that the road ahead would still be challenging, but we were facing it together, Rathat, stronger and more united than ever before. The journey wasn't just about forgiveness. It was about rediscovering ourselves as individuals and as a couple. We both had to do some serious soul-searching. Mike committed to individual therapy, exploring the underlying issues that led him to seek validation online. He deleted all his social media accounts and actively worked on rebuilding my trust. He became more present, more engaged in our family life. He took on more responsibilities around the house, making a conscious effort to show me how much he valued me and our relationship. As for me, I learned to set boundaries, to communicate my needs clearly and assertively. I realized that I had to prioritize my own well-being, both physically and emotionally. I started exercising again, reconnected with old friends, and rediscovered hobbies I had neglected. The support group continued to be a source of strength and encouragement. Sharing my experiences with other women who understood my pain helped me to heal and to realize that I wasn't alone in this journey. Slowly, the dark clouds of betrayal began to dissipate. Laughter filled our home again. We started having date nights, just the two of us, rekindling the spark that had been dimmed by his actions. We learned to communicate on a deeper level, to truly listen to each other's needs and fears. A year after the discovery that almost tore us apart, we renewed our vows. It was a small, intimate ceremony, just close family and friends, but it was filled with so much love and hope. It was a symbol of our commitment to each other, a promise to move forward, stronger and more united than ever before. Our story isn't a fairy tale. It's messy, it's real. It's a testament to the resilience of love and the power of forgiveness. We still have our challenges, our moments of doubt, but we've learned that true love isn't about perfection. It's about weathering the storms together, hand in hand. We're not the same couple we were before. We're stronger, wiser, and more deeply connected. We've learned that even in the darkest of times, there is always hope for healing and renewal. And most importantly, we've learned that love, true love, can conquer even the most devastating betrayals. Life isn't perfect, and our story is far from over. But we've learned to appreciate the small moments, the everyday joys that make up a life together. We cherish the laughter of our daughter, the warmth of a shared embrace, the comfort of knowing we have each other's backs. We've learned that forgiveness is a journey, not a destination. It's a daily choice, a conscious decision to let go of the past and embrace the future. It's about choosing love over resentment, hope over despair. My message to anyone who has experienced betrayal, whether it's infidelity, lies, or broken trust, is this: you are not alone. There is hope for healing, for rebuilding, for finding love again. It won't be easy, but it is possible. Don't be afraid to reach out for help, whether it's therapy, support groups, or trusted friends and family. Communicate openly and honestly with your partner. Set boundaries, prioritize self-care, and most importantly, believe in your own strength and resilience. Our story is a testament to the power of love and forgiveness. It's a reminder that even when things seem hopeless, there is always a chance for a new beginning. Choose love. Choose hope. Choose forgiveness. And never give up on the possibility of a happy ending. Thank you for watching. If you or someone you know is struggling with relationship challenges, please seek professional help. Remember, you are not alone. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and share it with others who might benefit. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more stories of hope and healing.